Hello YouTube, Derek Shoehorn here for life advice. It's absolutely freezing here, hence the attire, but I'm hoping that these questions and answers that I've got for you today will be enough to warm the cockles on a winter's day like this. So without further ado, let's get right into those questions. Derek, I am getting older. Can you suggest a surefire way to reverse that process? I'm worried that if it goes on too long, I might die. And that is from Queen Elizabeth II. Well, the first thing to remember, Your Majesty, is you're not alone. Okay, there's a lot of people suffering with this same affliction, the affliction of aging. A lot of us do. I mean, I do myself. Most people I know do. There are a few exceptions, though, in the world, as you well know. I don't blame you. I don't blame you in a position like yours for asking this question. And I got good news for you, which is that there are two excellent products out there which really do work when it comes to the anti-aging process. They can practically reverse aging. And those two products are incredibly commonplace products. Most of us have both of them in our houses right now. I'll stop teasing you now. Those two products are caffeine and creatine. So coffee and creatine, everyone has them in their house, right? But they can reverse the aging process. So coffee, first of all. Make up a big pot of black coffee. Get yourself a syringe, just like an ordinary diabetes syringe. Suck up the black coffee straight in the thigh. Simple as that. And that will keep you going maybe 6 to 8 hours. And with the creatine, as you know, it comes in a powdered form. So the easiest way with that, find a smooth surface like a plate or a mirror. Get yourself a straw, maybe a rolled up note, and sniff up the creatine. And that will keep you going for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. So there you go, that's it. Coffee and creatine is all you need to reverse the aging process. A small disclaimer on that, those delivery methods that I described are illegal in some countries. I don't know where my viewers are. Here in the UK, they're fine. The police don't care, you can do that. But I'm not sure where you're watching, so do be sure to check the regulations where you are. Mr. Shoehorn, there is a car parked on Lewis Road which has accrued several tickets and is currently wearing an iron boot. Last night vandals smashed it to a sorry state. As your neighbor, I have reason to suspect that the car is registered to you. Can you please do something about it? And that is from Scouse Peter, brackets, next door. Well, Peter, we've talked about this before. I'm entitled to park the car there. First of all, it's my car. That is a public parking space, and I don't care what happens to it while it's there. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. Because second of all, those were not vandals. Those were my kids, and I told them they could go and smash up the car because I don't care about that car. I haven't cared about that car for quite a while now. I don't know if I even want to keep it, especially now that it's been smashed up. Okay, so that's the second thing. And the third thing is you're a snob. The only reason you want the car gone is because you think it brings down perception of the area. You think it brings down the character of the area. You think it says something about the people who live here, but it doesn't. I mean, a bashed up, beaten up, smashed up old car, an old Ford KA, is not going to bring down the tone of the area that much, I wouldn't have said. I mean, I think that those things should be judged a lot more on the actual character of people, alright? So you know me, you know I'm a stand-up guy. So I don't see what the problem is. It's just a car, man. Get over it. So that's my answer to that, Peter. Thanks for that. I hope that helps you. Coach, what's the most I can ratchet up my caffeine and creatine intake before it ruins my life? I currently inject coffee 3 times a day and sniff creatine between 5 to 10 times. Is this too much? And it says, P.S. It's pretty much all I do. And that is from Jack Wilshire. Well, Jack, I don't think there's such a thing as too much with creatine and coffee. As I said in my earlier answer, they both are the most effective anti-aging drugs, and those are the most effective delivery methods. So, as I said earlier, unless there's a problem legally where you live with those delivery methods, in which case I guess you could just drink the coffee and maybe dissolve the creatine in a hot drink and drink that. if it comes to it, I really don't recommend that because it's just not strong enough. You gotta inject it and you gotta snort it. And if you can't do that, I'm not sure I'd even bother. But as long as you're doing that, just do as much of it as you can, I would say. I don't think there is such a thing as too much. Alright, I only stop during doing these videos because obviously, as you know, you can't speak for about 10 minutes after sniffing creatine. So that's the only reason I don't. I would do it now otherwise, but I gotta talk, so that's the only reason I don't recommend that. But as far as anti-aging, just like I said to Her Majesty the Queen earlier, I can't recommend anything else, to be honest with you. And I know the big pharma companies, they come after me for this. They come after me. You know what it does to their business if it gets out that creatine and coffee are all it takes. All these anti-aging drugs they try to produce and charge huge money for it and make it rarefied and hard to get hold of and expensive. And all you need is coffee and creatine. Okay, so I'm not going to evangelize any more about that. I may write a blog post about it at some point. I'm going to sign out now. Thank you all for those questions. And as always, keep growing. No cheat days. I'll see you in the next video.